So hello, and in our video today we are going to try and do a match analysis in a game that Chelsea actually lost to Manchester City 2-0 yesterday, and I have some positive news as well as some negative news based on the performance yesterday, and I'm going to try and tactically analyze that. You can also catch up our post-match discussion that happened live yesterday and in our live section of our channel. So let's do an tactical analysis of this game. Now you can look at the XG performance, and you can see the XG performance in the first half where Manchester City had the clear-cut chances, but Chelsea actually managed to improve their XG in the second half. So we're going to try and look at the problems that Chelsea faced in this game and what are some of the issues they faced. But before I start, I want you to hear this brief clip that I will talk about.
We're playing out a lot from the back. Now this did not go down terribly well with the Chelsea fans. There was quite a bit of frustration and grumbling when we saw that. But do you think this is what Maresca's talking about when he sees the players doing this? He's saying, this is what I want them to do, and this is a good thing.
Well, this is his style. I think in terms of the slow build-up playing through the lines, that's exactly what he wants to do. The fans obviously weren't happy. They thought they could move the ball forward a lot more quickly. But in terms of the style, they've got to get used to it, and they've got to give him time. This is the first game of the season, and
he's slightly frustrated with the grumbling, isn't he?
So I'll give my remarks on that towards the end of the video. So before we even begin our analysis, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. So let's look at Manchester City in possession. They had 53% of the ball. And this varied because there was also times in the game where Chelsea actually managed to dominate Manchester City. So what really happened in this match? Now, we know very well that Guardiola likes to use the box-shaped midfield system by having two pivots and two players playing ahead of them to create that box structure. But teams have come up with ways to stop this box structure, and therefore Pep Guardiola had to tactically change his situation. So Pep made a tactical solution, something that I have seen Maresca also do at Chelsea during the preseason friendly against Inter, and I'm going to explain it how Chelsea did it. Now, Chelsea in the game against Inter formed a box-shaped midfield system, but rather they formed a diamond, so that is an inverted box, with Gusto playing in that right half space position, Enzo Fernandez playing at the tip, and Christopher Nkunku playing on the other side, so that only Romeo Lavia played deeper. Now, looking at the system that you can see here, you can see that Chelsea actually tried to press Manchester City aggressively high, and this press involved Enzo Fernandez sticking on to Mateo Kovacic, and this is how problems for Chelsea sometimes in the game. But when Manchester City managed to progress higher up the pitch in this kind of manner, they moved into that diamond system, with Lewis not inverting next to Kovacic, but rather moving towards the right half space region, and Bernardo Silva playing as the number 10, with De Bruyne moving on to the other side of the pitch, and Lewis. And because of this overload here, Chelsea really struggled to try and cover these spaces, because now either Nkunku had to drop deep and try to cover this player, and this would give freedom to Akanji. And because Enzo Fernandez was touch tight on Kovacic, he would be dragged over across the pitch and immediately launch a quick attack against Chelsea. So what about Chelsea? What did Chelsea actually manage to do in this game to try and create problems for Manchester City? And we can see how Manchester City created problems for Chelsea. Now, another thing that we should also factor in is that Pedro Neto managed to come in and actually play for Chelsea. And this bolstered Chelsea's attack, and we saw something different from Chelsea in this game. And sometimes they were quite sloppy. Now, this is Chelsea during build-up. Now, during build-up, Chelsea were building with as many as 7 players, with both Lavia dropping deep and the goalkeeper stepping out to give them an extra player. And this actually limited Manchester City in some ways when they tried to build up from the back. Now, because Manchester City like to press with a 4-man attack, their main aim was to try and cut off Chelsea towards one side. But in this game, I did not see if Chelsea really struggled against Manchester City's press, because I saw Chelsea playing through them, which is quite an improvement from Chelsea. And because if Manchester City decided to go man-to-man with the players at the back, then the one fullback would be free, especially Marc Cucurella down the left, because because Nkunku was starting out wide. And later on in the game, we started to see Palmer dropping deep to give them more options, bait Manchester City into pressing them. Now, high up the pitch, the position that Marc Cucurella took was that of a slight wide centre back, with Gusto giving the width high up and Palmer attacking the half space, with Lavia and Caicedo playing as the two holding midfielders, which I would prefer Gusto to, if Noni Madueke will be there, so that Chelsea could also create that depth to attack the box and attempt to score a goal. Now, these are some of the situational problems that Chelsea faced in this match. But we are also seeing some key strengths that Chelsea actually showcased, of how they're able to defend transitions. So overall, this game, as we had predicted here, it was not a game that Chelsea were favorites to actually play and win. It was a very difficult game for Chelsea. And if Sanchez and the midfield were quite on it, then maybe the game would have ended 0-0, or the second goal would have not actually gone to the back of the net. Because I believe there was some sloppiness, especially when Lavia came off, and Caicedo and Fernandes midfield does not work. And this created problems for Chelsea, especially when defending the final goal. But overall, Chelsea needs to actually look into how they are going to bring in Victor Osimhen, because Jackson is missing a lot of chances, and these chances are really putting the team in a lot of problems. If he can manage to score his chances, he can actually put Chelsea in a situation where Chelsea can actually win games and kill off games quite early. Now, what I wanted to talk about is about the video that I just played earlier. And this is to address match-going fans. I would really like match-going fans to give the manager time. Chelsea will be playing a slow possession-based football system. So we need to allow the team to play how they have been coached by the manager. There's a time even Moises Caicedo came out and he said he liked to play away than playing at home, because there was a lot of ridicule when Chelsea were playing at home. It's very unfair for the very fans who travel to go and watch the team are actually criticizing the team. They are booing the team. It is the first game of the season. The players need all the support. The manager needs all the support. The staff and everybody need all the support. It's very unfair to boo the team on their first game. You expect them to play like Manchester City, yet they're actually playing a new system. We need to have fans need to be very patient with the team. I know a lot of fans have actually supported Chelsea because of the Roman era, where he used to sack managers every time, but that is not sustainable. Enzo Maresca is the 6th manager under this management, and it will be good if we even allow a manager to have around 2 to 3 seasons. You cannot just start saying that he should go the first game of the season, rubbish his tactics. This is something that Maurizio Sarri also faced when he was coaching this club. So the fans need to be extremely patient with the team. You need to cheer on the team. You need to learn, sit down, watch how the team are trying to play, and try to cheer them on, because these are also young players. They are not robots. They are also human beings. I know a lot of people will argue how much money they earn, but it is good if the fans give the team some patience so that the team can be able to build. If Chelsea want to build cautiously and play in a slow build-up tempo, the thing the fans should do is rally behind the team and offer them their great support. It is something that Arsenal had to do, and other teams that have actually gone through this process thing. So hopefully the team is able to learn fast, and hopefully the fans will be able to create a conducive environment, especially at home, so that Chelsea can be strong at home. If you've watched this video till the end, do not forget to like, share, and subscribe, and thanks for watching.